Come on, you guys gotta catch up with us. This is the last bit.
Don't brake suddenly.
Yeah.
No.
Watch the car!
Keep going. Ooh. Ah. Hello.
Guys.
Turn! No, not here, not here.
No, straight. Follow us. We're going all the way.
It's the next one.
Next one.
Next one.
Hi everybody, welcome. We're so glad you're here on our virtual bike ride. I'm Eliza Mayo, the Deputy Director of the Arava Institute. Usually on the bike ride, I'm here with a megaphone telling you put your bikes here, your bikes there. Today I'm going to be leading you on a great virtual tour of the Arava Institute and our surroundings. We're so sorry you can't be here this year, but we've got some very special content planned for you, places you would not normally go see on the bike ride, staff members who you don't normally get their time on the bike ride, to really give you an in-depth explanation of some of their work. We're going to be seeing the shelter garden of endangered species with your Vala. We're going to be walking around with Dr. Elaine Soloway and hearing about ancient date trees and her net house where she grows her baby plants. We're going to be hopefully seeing Dr. Tariq Abu Hamid showing us just the newest developments and exciting things in the off-grid demonstration village. I'm so excited to take you on this tour. I can't tell you. First, let's go in and see what the lobby has in store for us. Normally, when you would first arrive, we'd stop here, have drinks and refreshments, do some shopping maybe, get ready for the rest of the day on Keturah. Let me show you around. Hey, Eliza, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Excellent, very good. Unfortunately, now we're have a little bit less work than we usually do here at Keren Kolot at the guest house of Kibbutz Keturah. And one of the groups that we are most sad not to be hosting this year is the Arava Institute Chazon Bike Ride. It's really sad for us. We love having that group. In addition to seeing them riding in here and serving them fresh beer, cold beer, and serving them a great meal. We know that you guys also love to be here in our little store, and we've got some new products that we want to introduce you to, and also let you know that if anybody wants to buy stuff, we can ship it to you. For example, we have a whole new line of Methuselah products. We have t-shirts, we have a hat that I'm wearing right now. We have, in addition to that, you know, we've got a new argan product, which is, we've got some body cream. I'm gonna buy, what a great smell. Oh, I love this. Lemongrass argan soap. I'm taking this home for my family. And in addition to that, of course, our beer, Beertzi Newt. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to ship this to you, but I'll check it out. Anyway, we're real sorry that you guys are not here. We trust that you're gonna be riding your bikes wherever you are. But think of us, think of our beautiful mountains,
think of our beautiful kibbutz, and we look forward to having you guys again here next year. Bye.
The kibbutz is meeting with Judy over by the tree, the palm tree. To my left, the Off-Grid Village Tour, also known as the tour of what the Arava Institute has been up to, is meeting at the parking lot by the orange sign. And finally, the solar tour, the Power Grid tour, the solar company tour is meeting underneath the tree on my right by all the luggage. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your tours. Feel free to shower afterwards.
My name is Spencer Johnswick. I'm from California, and I'm announcing to the riders congratulations and where to put their bikes. I work with a research supervisor and help him with his ecology research. I'm working with the CHASE team, which is the Center for Hyper-Arid Socioecology. I wanted to get some field experience after graduating college, and the Institute here is important because this is a great way to bring together different regional peoples to work together on the environment and its and the problems it faces today.
Hi everybody and welcome. We're standing together here at the site of what will be the future new Arava Institute campus. If you look behind me at this space and even extending out behind the far fence that you see, this will be turned into a beautiful new campus that will be classrooms, it'll be laboratories, it'll be new student residences, housing. We're super excited about this. This is going to allow us to increase the number of students that come to the Arava Institute, and this will mean that we're really able to spread the word and have more impact not only in our local community but in a regional and even international community, really talking and being able to spread the word about what we're doing. The campus is going to include a connection with the off-the-grid village that you're going to that we're going to hear about during this journey with us. The focus and the mission for the campus, we're looking for a campus which really embraces innovation, sustainability, and is inviting not only to the students but to the local community, which is also really, really important to us. We're disappointed not to see you this year. It's really a highlight for us to have you here with us, but we're really optimistic and hope to see you next year, and hopefully we'll stand together on this point, and we'll be happy to walk you around and show you the plans for this beautiful new campus. Thanks everybody, stay safe.
Salamat?
Yet.
Video.
Already?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to talk about?
Well, I'll ask you questions.
Sweet.
So impatient. Eiffel Hasavlanut.
Left it in Jerusalem.
How you doing?
I'm Eli.
Huh?
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Kibbutz Torah. Exciting, where we're at.
Whoa.
I'm from Tel Aviv.
When I was born here on Kibbutz Torah, Kibbutz Torah was founded in 1973 by a group of young Judeans. It's an amazing place. I love to live here. I love to grow up here. Good friends.
I'm an alumni of the Machon, the Arava Institute.
And I just happened to find myself on the group.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sense of community.
Sense of community, yeah, for sure. Freedom, friends, family, togetherness.
Dining hall. Everyone sitting together. Each of the students gets, if he or she wants, they can get their own adopting family, and they can meet once a week and have like a Friday dinner and Shabbat dinner, right? Yeah, that's nice. So everyone takes care of each other.
Very nice.
The year I spent in Kibbutz Torah and Arava Institute was the best year of my life, I can tell you.
Hi guys, welcome to the Off-Grid Village and the research park of the Arava Institute for Environmental Studies. We are standing here exactly at the center of the Off-Grid Village and the validation area of the Arava Institute. There are millions of people who live without access to electricity, water, and infrastructure. The goal of this Off-Grid Village actually to demonstrate Israeli off-grid technologies that will be tested here and sent to places in Africa to help people solve the challenges of water, food, energy nexus. Probably some of you saw this technology. It's one example of the technologies that we demonstrate here in our off-grid village. This is a product of a company called Home Biogas. Home Biogas is a company that was founded by Yair Teller, who's one of the Arava Institute alumni. This technology actually, it's a technology that converts organic waste into fuel. And this technology can help off-grid communities around the world by converting the organic waste, the animal waste, the food waste into methane, a kind of fuel that can be used for heating, for cooking, or even for electricity generation. In off-grid communities around the world, they burn wood, they burn the animal waste to cook their food or to heat their water. This home biogas project or product will actually produce fuel, save water, and also reduce the greenhouse gas emissions that are produced from burning food and wood and animal waste. It's a very simple technology that where you put the organic waste from this side, the bacteria inside the system, which is a natural bacteria, converts this organic material into fuel. It's very easy to use. The inlet is waste, the outlet is methane that can be used as fuel, and also a liquid fertilizer that can be used to fertilize the agriculture in off-grid communities. Okay, we're standing here in the future location of a project called Village in a Box. It's a concept, it's a project that we will be building a village that generates its own food, water, treat the wastewater, and also generate the fuel and the electricity that's needed to run the project. This Village in a Box project will be part of our future campus. Here we see our off-grid village, and as Kathy explained to you, our future campus will be eastern to the Village in a Box. So Village in a Box will be a part of our future campus. It will be used by our students, by our interns, and to also add to the projects of the Arava Institute that the students and interns will be involved in collecting data. Besides the village, also the off-grid village, the Village in a Box, both of them will allow us to actually use these areas to conduct most of the research that we do in other areas around the world, and this will be a good place to validate many technologies to be transferred to our neighboring countries and also to the developing world. Okay, here in the Arava Valley, we receive one of the highest solar radiations in the world, not only in the Arava, also in the Middle East. And usually we heat our houses in this region using electricity. 90% of the houses in Israel use air conditioning for heating and cooling buildings. This project that was designed by the Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Conservation actually uses the sun to heat buildings during the winter. During the winter here in our region, we receive also a lot of solar radiation, a lot of sunny hours, and we want to harness this sun to heat our buildings. Instead of using electricity polluting the environment, we wanted to use the clean solar energy to heat our buildings. So this concept here, it's a small system that concentrates the sunlight and send it to this evacuated tube. The air is taken from the building, sent inside this tube. The air is heated by the sun and sent back to the building. It's a standalone system. It uses a small PV panel to pump the air into the system. It's totally off grid. It's totally use a clean renewable energy source to heat the buildings. Besides heating buildings, this system can also be used to dry crops for the developing world, to preserve the food. Instead of drying the vegetables or fruits in open air under dust or insects, this system can use the sun, heat the air, and send it to a solar dryer where you can dry vegetables and fruit in a very controlled, clean way.
My name is Mika. I'm from Binyamina, Israel, and I was a student in the Arava Institute in 2012 and 13, and now I am a student in biology. I'm doing my master's degree. I really wanted to do it for a while, and I had the time, and I wanted to meet new and old friends, and to see. I mean, I heard a lot about the bike ride. I never had a chance to work on it, so just to have fun and meet friends and new people. It's so much fun, and meeting all the riders, and like it's really inspiring to see all of them riding all the way. Makes me feel like I want to do it as well. And yeah, it was a great time. Still, first of all, I'm really inspired by all of them, and I think it's a great journey to go through. And also, thanks for talking to us and listening to us. It's great. I see that there is such a support from all over the world, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
Hello everyone, welcome. You can see how much bigger Methuselah is than last year. He's grown tremendously. He's also he's had a lot of flowers, and we're very pleased with him. I'd like to show you some of the younger trees that maybe you missed last time. Here we are with Hannah. She is the female tree that we pollinated from Methuselah's pollen, and she bore us 111 really nice dates with a caramel honey aftertaste, each weighing about 18 grams. We were very pleased with her. She was sprouted in 2014, so she's 7 years old about, and being a seedling, she's grown a little slower than she would if she was an offshoot. Moving right along, we have two more trees here in the area. This is Jonah. He actually had a very hard start, but he got nematodes, which is a serious ground disease. He was not very healthy. His pot was knocked off of a table when he was little, but he's managed to survive and become a good tree. He's a male. Male trees, of course, give pollen but do not give fruit. So it's actually better that we should have one or two males and lots of females. Unfortunately, we have 2 females and we have 5 males. This may have something to do with the genetic of the dates, because usually more male trees survive than females. Behind you is Adam. Adam is also one of the trees from Masada, and he's also a male. And we're hoping for pollen from him this year. He has lots of offshoots. You can see them all around. We're hoping to make a little orchard of different kinds of ancient dates. We're not entirely sure exactly what we're going to do with the offshoots from this tree, but there are quite a few of them. There are actually more than 5. They're too young to move yet. It may destabilize them and cause them to die, so we're letting them get a little bigger. Most of them are already in the ground, and as I said, we're making plans to use them. Now, if you'd like to come with me, we can go to the net house, which is something people generally don't see when they're here on a ride. I have a lot of young plants in there, and I would be privileged to show them to you. Myrrh, frankincense, and gold were the gifts of the Magi to Jesus. You can actually see a myrrh tree right here. This is an African myrrh, and it's quite beautiful, it's got seeds. We also have a myrrh called abyssinica and another one called neglecta. Here we have a whole row full of balm of Gilead trees. Balm of Gilead is a very interesting indigenous plant. The myrrhs and the frankincense were brought here as gifts probably to Solomon. But the balm of Gilead is from, of course, Gilad, which is an area between Jordan and Israel. And it was indigenous. It was the first incense tree that was planted in a plantation. Here's an area where I make cuttings. In other words, I take a piece of a branch, I put it in the ground and have it develop roots. This is a way of propagating trees that I don't have very many of. The only problem with this, of course, is genetically they're all alike. So I also do some seeds. Here on the way out, I'd like to show you our little neems. These are the offspring of the trees that you see around the parking lot. I'm making a lot more of them because they give so much shade. Because they're very successful in this area, show no signs of poisoning from salt. They're really quite a nice tree for this area. Neem produce shade. They also produce seeds that a very good oil is made out of that's used for insect control. It does not poison the insects. It simply neutralizes them so they can't breed. It's a very, very interesting sort of, you might say, anti-pest measure. And also this tree produces a lot of shade and a lot of good vibes, you might say, for an area like this.
Hi everyone! We're here at Elaine's Shelter Garden for Endangered Species and Experimental Orchards. We're here with Yair Vala, co-director of the Center for Sustainable Agriculture, and he's going to take us on a walkthrough of all of this amazing plant stuff. Yair.
Thank you very much, Aliza. Hi everybody. My name is Yair Vale. I'm working with Dr. Elaine Soloway from the year of 2015. My role with Dr. Soloway is to promote her work and to present it for educational purposes and also around the world. Here we are in the shelter garden. This area is a new area that you didn't visit before, and I would like to show you the area. If you would please follow me. In this garden we have a showcase of all of the different vegetations of Elaine, all of her huge collection that she collected from around the world over the years. We have different sections of the garden. We are here with the myrrh plants and balm of Gileads, all of the different incense trees that Elaine has been collected that according to the books used to be used for incense in the holy temples and in history even as currency. So we have balm of Gileads here, myrrh, different kinds from around the world, from Africa, from the Gilad area. Commiphora giladensis is actually a local variety according to the books. And here is what we planted them, giving them a home. Further along the way we have an area for the biblical plants, 7 species, like the pomegranate, the figs, and so on. If you would follow me, we can also go in between the lines. So you would see the work that we have done so far. And because we try to promote it as an educational place as well, we have different signs for the plants to show people what Elaine has been doing over the years. So among the plants that Elaine has been working with, we have the frankincense, this plant here. We have a very big challenge in germinating that plant. And Elaine has been working on it for some time now in order to increase germination rate. Let's go to the next section where the 7 species are. During the semester, we try to engage the students in working in the fields here and learning from the experience that Elaine has. And so the work that is being done here with students is mainly around weeding and trimming, and they do share part of their independent study, doing different segments of research of Elaine, helping her with the attempts of germination and cultivation. This is pomegranate. You can see we're nearly getting ready for harvest. We have new figs that we just planted here. They're right over here. Those figs we planted about 4 months ago, three to 4 months ago. And as you can see, they developed their roots and new leaves in the ground, and they feel very happy here. We have a date here, a very big date, also one of the 7 species. So welcome into the neem section. It's already a very established area of our garden. You can see that the neem, here, let me show you. The neem already bears fruits. Exactly, this is the perfect timing to harvest those fruit and extract a certain chemical for a product that is called neem guard. And is being produced around the world by several companies. According to Elaine, this is the pharmacy of the village. And we are researching the different medicinal properties of the tree. If you would notice, when we came in, as we walked in, it all became very cool and very shaded. And it's a wonderful place for us as part of our cooperation with the tourism of the kibbutz to have the guided section of the tour for tourists who are coming to Ktorah and coming to see the work of Elaine. This is where we're going to develop tables and chairs and are going to show them and explain and talk and do different activities around the shelter garden and the area. So come with me and I will show you the latest development in our attempt to create an alternative crop for desert and arid lands. Here in Ktorah, it is a cooperation that we have with the kibbutz, and currently is also with Machon Vulcani and other farmers, big major farmers around Israel. Here is the argan. An argan tree is a tree originated in Morocco. And at the moment we are researching the tree and trying to promote it agriculturally, to develop it as a crop, but also to create a product line. From that tree we can make very high quality oils that are used for cosmetics and also used for food, for the food industry. These are the fruits of the argan. In this orchard, every tree is different. They are coming from seeds, and we are at the stage of actually developing lines of argan. So in the future we would have a field of argan trees that are all alike. The work with the argan and with the other crops are very important to us because as you will see, those dates of Kibbutz Ktorah are the main financial backbone of the kibbutz. One tree is consuming about 1 cubic meter of water. It's 1,000 liters per day. An argan tree uses 1/10 of it. So for the condition of the world today and where the climate is going, it is very important for us to develop these new crops, especially for areas like ours, which are very hot and very low on rainfall. I want to thank you for joining us in this virtual tour, and I hope to see you soon.
Okay, folks, thanks for joining us on our tour. Hopefully you've learned something new about the Arava Institute. We're so very grateful you joined us. We feel your support and love from afar and are very grateful that during these uncertain and complicated times, you are continuing to support us. We really, really look forward to seeing you here next year on your bicycles. Take care and be well.
Wow.
Shalom. My father was on.
Heyo, מה קורה?